Hello and welcome to Flippin' and Mashin', a podcast about pinball, arcades, video games, mostly pinball, but other stuff in our basements. I am Parnell, and with me is...
Hey, it's Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Good morning.
What's going on? It's been a while.
I know. We're doing a morning podcast. That's abnormal. Usually we're cracking a beer open or something.
We can still do that.
Don't
Don't you have any morning beers?
I do have some morning beers. The coffee-infused morning beers.
Oh,
But I'm just going to have a cup of coffee instead.
Yeah, I'll do coffee. We'll get weird.
Yeah. We'll get all hyped up on caffeine.
Hopefully.
Like children.
Like,
Hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I don't think we could ever have as much energy as a child.
No.
No, they are just bananas.
I get tired watching them. And then I have to take a nap after.
Now I know why my dad,
Slept all the time.
he's like, yo, you go pick rocks. I'm going to hang out over here.
Yeah. They were on the chair or on the couch all the time.
I was child labor for my dad.
They just watched us.
Go split wood, go pick dandelions, go pick rocks.
Pick dandelions. That was work. But yeah, it's been a while. So
It's been a while. We've been
got a
wanting to
lot of
podcast, but there's been a lot of personal changes and life stuff happening. So it's been kind of hard to get recording, but
a lot of stuff happening in the last couple of months for sure. But
so hopefully we can maybe even record more often than once a quarter.
Hopefully, at least once a month. I mean, that would be.
I mean, I feel like we can because we did tournaments once a month.
Yeah,
We're able to pull that off.
we are, and we haven't missed one, which is insane.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, like it's been a year and a couple months now.
Yeah,
and we've hit
because it was when Godzilla and Rush.
Yeah, so we had a couple that were during snowstorms and still.
Oh, we rescheduled.
Only one.
We rescheduled the non-IFPA ones.
Yeah.
We just pushed them a day or two.
Right. Or a week. Because I think we try to keep it on Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, we
completed them.
We did.
Month.
Yes.
And not all of them are IFPA.
No.
Because I'm really good at forgetting to schedule the IFPA ones.
Well,
they
now
have
you
to
just
be within 30 days.
Now you just schedule them a year out. So now you're good.
I scheduled the entire year.
Right.
I need to do that with Insider Connected's leaderboard too, though. Just schedule it.
Oh yeah.
So I have all the links. I can just update it.
That'll be nice. Really nice.
Oh.
So yeah, our tournaments, they keep getting a couple extra people every time. So I think our last one was our best yet. We had 16 people.
Yeah, we had some people from the Ashland crew.
Yeah.
They swung out.
Yeah, that's a fun group over there.
And then one guy from the cities.
Yep.
The Twin Cities came out.
He comes up every once in a while.
Yep. He's
trek.
He's been around the pinball pro circuit. What do you call that?
The scene.
He's been
the
in
pinball
the pinball scene.
scene. Yeah, he's been around for a while.
He's at the start of the IFPA tournaments.
I'm pretty sure he's number.
He's just really low.
Yeah, and he's the fun story. I think the best story that I heard from him was doing the world. What is he at the World Championship or something like that? And he was playing when 9/11 was new. Rescue 911 was a brand new game.
You were trying to sell it to him.
Yeah, he was curious, but didn't work out. So anyway, we've a lot of changes with. We sold.
Yeah. Let's do game room updates.
Yeah,
your game room is
no longer. I have no game room. So yeah, I sold Flash and Rescue 911, and you sold
Roller Disco.
That's right. So we got rid of those pretty quickly, actually, which was nice because we had an idea of what we wanted to do next with those. So
we'll go into that in a second.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have a game room. Not as nice as the one we're sitting in front of right now.
Oh, my game room changed just a tad. What did I? Oh, I moved TNA on route.
Yep.
And then my Cactus Canyon finally shipped.
Yes, it did. At the perfect time.
I mean, kind of.
It was a little bit of chaoticness there in the last couple days. Because that time frame.
And it was a snowstorm. And then the shipping company's like, yeah, we're going to drive a semi-truck out to your house. I was like, that won't work.
Nope.
You can't pick it up because our loading docks are made for semi-trucks. That won't work either. I have a pickup truck.
We'll make it work.
So we got that figured out. Bob and I went down and grabbed it from the shipping center company. which is another one I've never used before. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I haven't even seen them.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I've seen their trucks, but I didn't know that's where they were.
Right.
And then we got that set up, and
That was a couple weeks ago.
yeah, what do you think of Cactus Canyon?
Oh, yeah, I enjoy it. It's very frustrating, but pinball's frustrating. So,
It can be, yes.
but no, it's really fun. I like it. I like the theme. It's it flows well. There's fun
When you don't hit the
shots.
posts.
Well, yeah, but that's just what I do. I just hit. That's all. It's hit the post, come back to the flipper. Hit the post, come back to the flipper. That's just back and forth. That's just how it goes. But no, hitting the bad Bart or
You got the Bionic Bart the other day.
yeah, I did.
I've never seen that before.
But I still had a lower score than any else. I just was lucky enough to hit him a bunch of times and got to Bionic Bart. But yeah, the topper.
The
It's
topper's
pretty sweet.
wicked.
Yeah, the little shooting game that's up top. That's
You're the only one
interesting.
that's been able to play that so far.
I don't even know how I got
Because
to.
I didn't put the topper on for like 2 weeks, so I finally got it on the other
that's
night,
true.
and then I haven't gotten the video mode.
We'll probably have to play it again after we're done here.
Yeah, we should try it.
Yes, we'll get there.
The first couple of games, I didn't really like it.
Are you being truthful now? Because
Yeah.
when we were talking before, you're like, "Yeah, I like it," and you were secretly not liking it.
Yeah, no, like the first couple of games, I didn't like it. Like it was okay. I felt like it didn't have the magic that like Attack from Mars or Medieval does, where like it just has this thing. It feels like magic. It just you feel like you're playing a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
The callouts are funny.
Yeah, they're good.
There's not a lot of them. Like mix up, like they don't mix them up a lot,
Right.
so you hear a lot of the same ones.
Yeah. Well, and it's like Medieval. Like you get your, you hear Polly. She's talking about something.
But like
Phallic.
when you hit Bad Bart, he just like "Brr," like his hat goes up and he moves. And it's like it doesn't have like the magic of like the castle opening up and blowing up, and then like
True.
the Attack from Mars, the spaceship blows. Like it doesn't have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
thing.
But the little pop up, the bad guys, I like
a fun-
that. Yeah, the quick draws are always fun.
So I watched a little bit of a tutorial on how to play it, and the more I play it, and the more I know how to beat the modes, it's gotten to be a lot better. Like, right, enjoy the game more because I'm trying to like get through the game.
Right.
I don't per se try to get my deputy sheriff thing, whatever. Like you upgraded
Oh,
your
yeah.
status. I haven't tried hard on that, but I've tried to get the 5 things for the showdown or whatever.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I try to complete those modes like the combo, and then you complete like 4 or 5 quick draws, and you beat a bunch of Barts, his brothers or whatever,
Right.
and then you have to start Goldmine Multiball, hit all the jackpots, and then hit Motherlode, and that's another star. So like then you get
that's
the
right.
final showdown.
Right.
I haven't gotten there yet. I've only gotten like 3 of them lit up, but it's pretty fun to do that.
When we play it next, we should just go and try to get the Bionic Bart.
Yeah, that
Just see what
music,
that's
everything was nuts. It was all different
Yeah.
music and the light show.
Yeah.
I will say the remake is pretty.
Yeah.
Like
It is.
the RGB GI just really goes nicely with the game.
Yeah, it doesn't do like the blackout like what a lot of them do, like where everything
Stearns.
shuts off.
Oh, I dislike that.
Yeah, I mean almost every single one has some kind of mode that does, but this one does not. It just turns to like all one color.
That's a
or
Stern
something.
thing. It's like that.
Yeah,
What's his face? Who programmed? Dwight Sullivan just loves shutting off all the GI so you can't see anything, and then turn them right back on so your eyes are all screwed up.
and that's when your contacts get dry, right?
They always get dry. Yeah, right when I'm about to win is when they start getting dry.
Well, the ball drained. Oh, my dry contact.
Mulligan. So that's my update to the game room. There's not much. I don't have space anymore. I was limited to 5 games, but I can still get more P3 games because they just fit under the games.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get rid of something to get more P3.
Yeah, I don't have any money. That's not.
Well, that's why you have to sell something. Maybe, maybe not.
You'll see. People said I shouldn't. What else
But-
is on our list?
Well, what do you got sitting in here taking up space?
Let's talk about the other. Why we sold a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah. So we sold the 3 games. I think we sold them pretty quickly within a month or 2.
It was within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Your 9/11 took a little longer,
Little
just
longer.
because it was someone from like
Yeah.
south.
It was, yeah, he was from Red Wing or something like that. And every time he tried to come up, there was a snowstorm. So I couldn't get up. I think it was probably 4 weeks back and forth that he said he was going to try to come up. Finally got up there. Everything. He had thought that the game could fit into the back of his Highlander, but with it being the System 3, it did not. And so we had to take the head off. So everything it took a little bit longer than it needed to, but whatever. We got it in there. It fit. It's gone. It's sold. And not too long after that, we locked down a Mandalorian.
Yeah, we put up a wanted ad for we wanted a Spike 2 so we could put it at Average Joe's with the leaderboard.
Right.
I put up a wanted ad for any Spike 2 around, and of course a bunch of distributors hit you up like, oh, I have these new games. I'm like, no, I'm not. I need a used game.
Yeah.
A guy in the cities hit us up. We went down and picked it up, and he actually seems like he might be into going to 2D Con because it's kind of up his alley. I thought he played Magic.
Yeah, I think he was playing Magic.
Yeah,
I think he had some.
So I'll have to message him again when we get closer to 2D Con.
God, it's going to come up really quick, though.
Yeah.
Because that's just in August, right?
Don't say that. Summer is going to be like 6 months long.
Yeah, right.
We're going to have all these projects done.
Projects. I'm not even going to talk about projects.
We grabbed the Mandalorian, a little road trip. That was fun. And then on the way home, we did get to play Bond.
Oh, that's
North
right.
Branch.
Yep.
It was not level. It was flat as can be.
It was, yep. But
Well,
I mean,
it
I think
seemed
they had
right.
Yeah, they had just got it too,
Yeah,
not too
it was
long
like
ago.
a couple weeks old or something.
It was like right when it came out. So
I can see a couple things being annoying, like the ball, since it was so flat, kept going to the scoop under the upper left flipper, and that was annoying. But otherwise, it seemed to like shoot okay. If like the code progressed and you had more things to do, I think it'd be all right.
I mean, how many code releases have come out since
It
then?
still has not hit 1.0, but like 6 of them.
Yeah, it's been quite a few.
I feel like if we got it for a good enough price, we could
Maybe
have one for a little while.
Yeah,
But the problem is, like, I think the resale on Bond drops, so you don't want to overpay.
don't want to overpay for that one for sure. If we can find the right deal on it, maybe.
Yeah.
I like to hit around that, big silver dildo for a while.
I forgot about that thing.
It just goes like boing, 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 boing.
I think we should make a mod that even makes it more wiggly.
Yes.
And maybe even like a little jello, like gel, or like really whips.
Well, you could just,
Swap
take
it for
the
a
one
dildo
off and put a real one on there. And
and
then
just paint it silver with the.
Oh no, I just leave it, purple, whatever they are. Just wobble
people
back and
eater?
forth. Yeah, we have to cut the top off because it's unless you get the small version instead of the large gigantor.
Just a butt plug.
It bends over at the top of it pushes the glass, pushes it and bends it over.
We should have it so the tip like pokes a switch when you nudge the game.
Jackpot.
Yeah, that is a jackpot.
That's the money shot right there.
That's a good idea. Actually, we should do that. Okay, that's our next plan. We're gonna sell all the big games. We're gonna get a bond and do the dildo mod.
We're gonna do the dildo bond. There we go. But so Mando's been fun. Once we started playing it, figuring it out.
Yeah, I will
Right
say
away.
that I played Mando at like early on when it came out, and I did not enjoy it. And it seems like a lot of my problems are really like not knowing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, shots and flow don't change, but when you only play it 2-3 games, like you really don't have a really good opinion of it.
Right. Well, that's why it's fun when we play together. And
Yeah.
one of us is watching, like, hey, what's going on? Because how often do you actually look up at the screen,
I'd never look.
and you have no idea what's going on. So it's nice having that extra set of eyes there, saying, hey,
Yes.
it's saying shoot this.
This is why Valhalla was so much fun.
Oh yeah, because we spent a ton of
3-4
time.
days.
Yeah.
I think what helped solidify it though is that you played it at your hometown a bunch, and you said it was fun.
Oh, the Mando. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't really leave you, but you kept saying it was fun. And then we did spend more time on it at Average Joe's playing it. And I was like, yeah. And I think I watched some more like how like pro people playing it, kind of explaining, like not a tutorial per se,
Right.
but they pretty much played the game and then told you what they were doing as they went. And so I got a little bit more of an idea of how to get your bonus multipliers or your multipliers, and then how to get multi-ball and how you should save up and do this and that. And so
Yeah,
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's still definitely one of those games where I hit a lot of posts.
Ugh,
It's a post game.
It feels like a Jersey Jack where that stuff is really close to the flippers.
Yeah, it's not like that. It has this, the targets on each one of those posts where you actually can get points for hitting the post.
Oh yeah, no,
it's just it comes right back at you, and yeah, it's very.
I'd like it more than Rush, but I'm not opposed to selling it.
No,
Like I'm not attached to it. I can
Not at
sell
all.
Mando.
yeah, Mando will be one that we'll have for a little while, but I think we can easily, well, not easily, potentially, hopefully easily, but I'm not attached to it either. So
But it as a route, our route operation is small. For some reason, the community up here is pretty small as well. We've
Yeah.
tried to do a little bit of marketing per se and getting the word out, and it's barely been noticed. It seems very odd that St. Cloud is smaller than Duluth, but has
Yeah.
a bigger community. Duluth has a ton of people because it's the twin ports. It's Duluth and Superior.
right.
And you could even lump in Two Harbors and
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cloquet. And like when Munsters got released, we pushed it a little bit on Facebook, paid advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And we had people coming up from like Cloquet to play it, like just to play that game. So
Right.
we kind of lucked out there. And now
Yeah.
we really don't. We've seen some random people that we don't know playing when we go to the bar,
Right.
but it's not like it's. They're not coming to.
It's not always.
League.
Yeah.
They're not communicating with us on the Facebook page. Like,
Right. But I mean, just within the last year, we've doubled our people on the Twin Ports Facebook page.
yep.
So it went from about 45 and we're at about 90 now. So within the last year, picking up or at least doubling it. But yes, like you said, it's not, we don't see all those people, but a lot of those people that are on there too, I think are from the cities too.
Yep, there's a lot of city people on there.
So
But they like our stuff, which helps just spreading the word. I know Jesse, who used to live up here,
yep.
his friend told him about the group. Like he had no idea that there was
Oh yeah,
a
that's
Facebook
right.
page. So like
Yeah. When he first moved up here.
a lot of it is word of mouth. And then when
Yeah.
people from the cities come up to do vacations, I mean that's Duluth's not, it's a 2.5 hour drive.
Right.
It's a good. We have a couple bars that we have maintained games at.
Right. Yeah.
So Mando did very well its first
Couple months, yeah. Yeah, I did really well. It's
We kind of want to hit a certain mark every month. We hope, and
Right.
if it gets low, then we think we should change it up.
those new game rotations always do help. So
Oh yeah, I mean
Especially
Munsters
in
is now
ours.
the lowest earning,
right.
which it's the oldest game.
Right.
It's to be expected, but the Stern leaderboard has kept people pumping money in because we do a monthly free giveaway.
Yeah, we should talk about
On the
that a little
leaderboard.
bit. Yeah, because I don't think we've even talked about having the leaderboard up.
Oh, probably not. Yeah, Bob and I I had a TV laying in the garage that's small, but you have a bigger TV we can swap in at some point.
At some point, yep.
A 40. I have a 32 wide,
Yep. This would be for just a 42
It's a
standard.
42.
Yeah.
and we put the leaderboard up.
That's
like
right when we got,
December?
yeah, I think it's right when we put Mando up.
I think so. I think Mando sparked it. Like
Yep.
needed
Because we had 4.
I mean, the
4 games
the
then.
leaderboards were running, but they weren't. It
Right.
wasn't a TV up.
There
And
was no TV.
when you have players playing and they can see their progress like
Right.
almost immediately,
Yeah.
they
Like,
will pump more money in.
it definitely is immediately, too. I mean, within that, however, it's like a 90-second
minutes.
refresh or something like
yeah,
that.
worst case is a minute.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, everybody that we talked to said they love it. So,
I'm on the Stern Army thing because we had a launch party,
Mm-hmm.
and I did tell them that like the leaderboard with the TV has definitely helped bring more coin drop.
definitely.
I would recommend it to anybody that has a route with a Stern with Insider connected.
Yep.
Even if it's 1 or 2 games.
Even if it's 1 or 2. Yep. It's cool to see that on there. And then, like you said, with the giveaway, the monthly giveaway, so the top person for the game
For every so we
for
take
each game,
every
yeah.
game. Yep.
And then we throw our names in the hat, whoever's the top for each game. So, there's 4 different games or whatever. And then, I throw them in a hat, and then the winner gets a translate that we choose from that we've gotten from the Stern Army back a year ago now. So it's a pretty cool incentive for people to go out and play. And
And you
really-
have your name top score on multiple games, you get your name in the hat multiple times.
exactly. Yep.
And we had a Canadian friend come down and
Yeah.
just drop his name on a bunch of games, and he ended up winning the last one.
He did,
So we've been talking about mailing it or
I
having
think
him come down again.
February's leaderboard that
'Cause
he
it was
won.
the Mando launch that we
Yep.
wasn't like a real launch party, but it was
Right.
our launch party.
Right.
So we
Exactly.
did the Star Wars translate.
Yep. That's right. So hopefully we get to meet him and get him his translate here soon.
Yeah.
And then last month for the March, Derek, he killed it on all the
Yeah,
games.
he had his
so,
name on everything.
Yep. So he definitely kicked some ass on all the games, and his was he was top scorer on all the games.
Yeah.
So he got an Aerosmith translate
Yeah.
that we had. So
We got a couple left.
yeah, so that's been fun. I think people enjoy that from everything I've heard.
It's kind of fun because it's refreshes every month. We do a new one.
Right.
And it doesn't need to be on the game's top score, right?
Right. Yep.
So like
It's just for that month.
someone could have grand champed or got first place on the pinball machine itself months ago, but we might never even touch that score again.
Right.
Everybody's top 10 is just gets refreshed every month, and so it also makes you feel like you could potentially win.
Like I said, I think everybody has really stated when we do our tournaments that they enjoy having that leaderboard up there, and it what draws them in. I mean, even Derek's like, the only reason why I play some of these games is just so I can get the top score on all of them,
yeah.
even though I don't like playing them. So, but yeah. So, should we chat about the new game that we have at Joe's too?
So
Well, we do, but it's yeah.
we had talked with the bar owner, and when we dropped Mando off, he made a comment that he gets the next game.
You're right.
I think he likes to joke with us, but he has seen an uptick in beer sales and stuff because of pinballs,
Yeah.
and he sees a uptick in sales at non-normal times for him, which is
Right.
nice. So he's seen, like, let's say Monday nights are dead at the bar. Well, now that a new game got dropped in, he
Yeah.
sees a bunch of
Yeah. There's people
beer
going
sales, and his whole focus is liquor sales,
there. Right.
beer sale, where the pinballs for him, they don't make money for us much, but like
Yeah.
they just draw people in to buy stuff from him, not given he gets coin drop too, but
Right. But even like during the days on Saturday is where people come in and just play during the day too.
Yeah.
Like they just not a normal time that he would make money. And I think he's seeing that, it's bringing in different people.
yeah, it's filling in the gaps where his regulars weren't coming.
Right. Yep. The regulars were still coming. It was just there was more people that were coming with the regulars. So
Well, like regulars might not come until later on.
oh right, yeah, I see what you're saying. Right. Yep. But yeah,
So when the next game got announced, he was very hesitant on Bond.
which was probably good.
It was probably good that we didn't just snap Bond up right away. I mean, it probably would have done fine at our location just because we don't have anything. So
Right.
any new game would probably be all right. But
Right.
I'm glad we waited.
Yeah.
And we got on the first whatever shipment of Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. And
He was
he was excited, more excited than we were, I think.
yeah.
Then he leads the.
He kept telling everybody, I ordered it. And it's like, geez, man, calm down. Like, we don't have it yet. And then,
He told people before we told people.
yeah, unfortunately, to make the thing work, he said he had to sell something. So he sold Batman Dark Knight.
Wah, wah, wah.
And then Foo Fighters took 3-4 weeks
Yeah.
to ship. And then he was like, well, no, I don't need to sell it. I'm like,
Yep.
well, if you still want cash,
Right.
to help fund it, you might as well keep the sale going. So he sold Batman
Yep.
Dark Knight, and we got Foo Fighters, and we didn't tell anybody. But what happened? Was it a Friday they told us it was coming? Or was it like Sunday morning?
Yeah, it was.
FedEx called like...
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, it's coming.
Yeah.
And
it
then-
like came with Cactus Canyon.
Yeah, and then you're
two
like-
different... They both came on Monday.
Right.
And the one shipper for Cactus was like, you can't pick it up. You can pick it up tomorrow. So
Right.
that worked out.
Yes.
So we ended up running to FedEx.
Matt. You and Matt.
Yeah,
went.
me and my neighbor ran to FedEx in the
Yep, I met
morning.
you guys over there.
Grabbed it.
Yep.
It had a dent in the cardboard box, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I cut it open, and it had dented near the head, but it didn't hit the game.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
Yeah. Oh,
That'd have been a
yeah.
real pain in the ass otherwise.
That would have sucked.
Yeah.
Which is also why you don't tell people like, hey, we're gonna open it up on Monday,
Right.
and then all of a sudden the game's wracked
Right.
from shipping, and
And then you don't have it. So you can't tell people too soon. Otherwise, you don't follow through all the way. But luckily it worked out. And so, yeah, we got that set up in the morning.
Luckily, we forgot everything like tools and a dolly.
Oh no, luckily,
You didn't forget,
I had my tools with me because I knew Parnell was going to forget.
and then you grabbed the dolly from work.
Yep.
We had to haul that bastard in.
Yep, and we got that baby in, and that was pretty easy. Went in pretty quick and got it set up, and we probably sat there for 2 hours.
Well, the worst part was I had the code update on my USB. Or no, wait. I brought a USB. I brought my laptop, but my laptop is only USB-C. And I didn't have the dongle to adapt it, so I couldn't do the code update. So I was like, I'll just do it via the Wi-Fi. Maybe they fixed the time on it, because Stern's Wi-Fi updates take forever.
Yeah.
30 plus minutes. So hit start, and then I regretted it right after pushing it.
Yeah.
Because it took 30 minutes to update.
It did, but that was probably good because then it sat open and
Oh, that's right. It was
air dried.
cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it warmed
Need to
up.
acclimate.
Yeah, so that was probably not a terrible thing, but yeah, we were sitting there itching to play.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to play, and I'm like, "What the hell are we
It was
doing?"
lunchtime by then, so you had a pizza thrown in.
Right?
Get some beers.
Yeah, but we've sat there and played for a good few hours.
Yeah. And I think we've come to the conclusion that it shoots like a Godzilla and a Rush had a baby.
Yep.
But more Godzilla, like more good flow.
Yeah, I would say for sure. But there's a couple of those shots that are very Rush-like. So, but yeah, ultimately, I think it's a super fun game.
Great game.
Yeah. Flow is fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't get deep in the code. I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't got deep in the code yet. It was hard to hear too. I mean, obviously with
that's right.
with everything being at the bar. So it's always nice to, like I said, have that second person watching while you play and telling you, hey, shoot this shot.
I read the
Hit the
rule
money
sheet,
shot.
and it still is a little confusing because there's like 8 to 10 different multi-balls, and there's like you're building this mech dude, and you're going to cities. I'm just like, there's way too much crap in here. Like, I kind of need Raymond Davidson's little baby tutorial to tell me like 5 dumb things to shoot for.
I'm sure it'll come out here soon.
I hope so.
How to beat the Overlord.
That's fun. It's yeah, I like it a lot. I'm glad we got it. I think it'll make money just like Mando did when it was new, and maybe more.
Well, tonight we might be able to get some counts and see how well
we
it's
should.
done.
It'll just be later tonight. But.
Yeah. But it's Thursday, so we'll get out there somehow, some way. Get some money.
It's exciting. It was good. It was glad we got a good game. And like I said, it feels like Godzilla. If you like Godzilla, you're gonna like Foo Fighters. Even if you don't like the music, it'll still shoot really good.
Yep. And there's the post shots all have a target on them. Like I said, if you're shitty like me and you hit a post shot, you're still getting some points, which I enjoy because I'm really good at hitting that post.
I just love like the multi comboing where you can just hit these flow shots and it just keeps looping, and you can like do these monster combos.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I loved about Godzilla too. Like that upper
Yeah.
flipper, you can keep going around and around and around. So yeah, it's a fun game for sure. They did get on that one. Highly suggest going to check it out if you haven't yet. Yeah.
I think we might have been one of the first. We aren't in Minnesota. Dang it! But we're one of the first people to have one on route in the two, like Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Because I think Tilt got theirs after us.
Oh, I thought they maybe got it just before, but not much more before us. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of a big deal. We got on the first shipment, and it worked out really well.
Oh, so my whole excitement thing was like we didn't tell anybody.
Oh yeah,
and then Bob took a picture of the lineup, and I added it to like because it was like April 1st or something, or like April 3rd.
Oh yeah,
so I made the new leaderboard.
It was April 1st. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
I don't know.
April Fool's Day.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
so I took his picture and I added the leaderboard, or updated it with Foo Fighters, but we didn't tell anybody. And Bob or I posted it like leaderboards live, and we didn't say anything.
Yep.
And we're just kind of like, I wonder how long it'll take for people to notice that there's a 5th game.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Tim was like, "What? When did this drop?
When did that arrive?" So
That was really fun.
It was fun, and I mean, what that night, I think everybody was there playing.
Oh yeah.
So everybody, the leaderboard stacked up quickly.
Oh yeah.
But that night, it was just Foo Fighters. There was nobody played. Maybe one game or two games on the other game, on the other games that were there. But Foo Fighters is definitely beat up on a little bit that night, which was good. That's great, obviously. But then we had our. Did we have our tournament that same? Yeah, that would have been that Thursday after, right?
Yep.
So that was
we had the finals on Foo Fighters.
No, we did the choosing. We're doing our launch for Foo.
May
4th. May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
Is it the 4th?
Yeah.
Oh. See?
That's right. Paul picked Godzilla.
Yep. It is on May 4th. Look at that. So
it had to be after April 21st so that more locations had games.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
So people weren't doing launch parties early.
Yeah. So.
But I'm still waiting on the launch party box.
Yeah, with House there, send that
I have
shit.
a shipment today of some box, so we'll see if it's that.
Because they listen to this podcast, so we should tell them.
They did ban us.
The ban?
Remember? I posted a leaked picture and they shut our Facebook account down.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, they took the link down.
No, they banned me from Facebook. Like the Flippin' and Mashin got removed from Facebook face page.
Whoopsies.
So they know who we are. Well, I guess that was more the Twin Ports, not Flippin' and Mashin, but
nice. So yeah, that's fun. Hopefully we get that launch party stuff before then. I mean, that's just a couple weeks away.
Hang the flag up, and we'll have a translate. And hopefully some gear to raffle away.
That's 3 weeks away.
I forgot I had like the keychain and the dog tag things to give to the losers at a raffle.
Oh yeah, no, I had them.
Oh, I gave them to you.
Yeah,
and
I
you
forgot them.
Good, it's not just me.
No, it wasn't me. It was you. It was. I mean, what?
We've been trying to use those little things as like the loser, like the last place. I shouldn't say loser. The last place person gets something,
right?
Like a dog tag or the key fob plastic,
right.
And then maybe raffle the other one off. So we kind of like Sterling gives you so much junk a month or a year kind of thing, and we're a very small location, so like I can't just blow it all in 1 month of just like doling out translates, and so
right.
That's why we use the once a month translate. And
yeah, because we got all that stuff for the Rush release, right? That was all came with the Rush stuff.
No, that's a different box. Like this stuff is like just a replenisher box.
Oh, that's right. That came later. That's right.
Rush had the translate that we raffled.
Yep.
So we have a plan. We have Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh yeah.
At the Rex with TNA, 8 Ball Deluxe, and then the bar owners Sopranos. So we're down to 4 at the Rex.
Yep. Eventually. We got some. Yeah. What do we do? Oh, we got some of the one plastic that's broken on every Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It's not egg.
No, it's not the egg one. It's I don't remember what it is.
It's the rightmost plastic above a scoop.
It's the dumbest plastic on a pinball ever.
Yeah, they bend the crap out of it to fit over the scoop, and there's so it just breaks on 90% of them.
Yep. Every single person that has one that plastic's broken.
So I found them from like they got reproduced by a person, not a real official, but it's the only version or way to get a new one.
Yep.
And we bought a handful of them, thinking that we could resell them in the States so that people could make the game look good. We have to test fit ours.
Yep.
So he said we sent a ton of the plastics down to Pinball Life to get a protector set made, and I just the other day got informed that a lot of these plastics that we had, the cut lines are off.
Yeah, that's right.
And so they declined making the protector set because they weren't like the official plastics. But he mentioned if I scan them on my scanner, that they could then use those.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him about making them for Cactus Canyon.
Oh, sure.
Yellows.
Yep.
So I got to pull those plastics, the slingshots and the inlane guides.
Gotcha.
And then we can do the same thing with Roller Coaster. Pull those plastics off.
Oh, sure.
I'll scan them, and then we can put them back on the game, and he could hopefully, as long as the scan is the correct sizing he needs, he said he could use that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because we got all of the plastics.
Oh, that was the whole thing of like, okay, we we can get all the plastics, and half of them are from out of country, so it's a pain in the butt to get them.
Right.
And we got some bunch of decals because the playfield's in super good shape.
Yeah.
And so like it was going to be one of those things where like this adds value when we sell the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we got the Cliffy set.
Yep.
Which took 4 months.
Yeah. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he's like 6 months backed up now.
No, that's crazy.
So like when we sell Roller Coaster, we were hoping that these extra things would add value, but if the plastics are all cut bad, then we're going to be kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I mean, we'll test them out, see how they fit. Hopefully they fit fine. But they seem a little bit more durable.
They seem thicker.
Yeah, than the original ones. So,
and I'd still love to get that plastic set made.
Yeah, that'd be nice because with that plastic breaking it's just made goofy because it all goes down into it's fat on each end and then it narrows down into like maybe a half inch,
quarter inch.
Right.
And then that's where the spot where it folds above the scoop metal. And it's just stressed, just not even shooting the game. It's stressed.
Yeah. And the ball hits it every single time. So
we've kind of hacked ours together. Ours is 2 pieces and we've had to do a couple things to like keep it from like, cause like once it breaks, it'll spin sideways and it spun into the ramp on the right and blocked the ball from even going down the ramp.
Yeah, it did. That's right. Yeah.
Route life.
Yeah. Hack it together. Just make sure it works. No, our games, we like to make sure they're set up nicely. So
I think the only thing we wanted to do but didn't was the color DMD, but it's just they raised the prices on it. It's like $550, $560 now. And
right. I mean, yes, it would look really nice with colored DMD.
But like it doesn't enhance the route play.
No.
It's still just the same game.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But did we do mirror blades?
Nope, no mirror blades on it.
We did do the armor, and you found out that some of the screw holes were incorrect.
Yeah. Yep. So they're off a little bit. So we had to
make
redo
new ones.
Yeah, we had to redo those, and always those little things that happen when you take
I had to do
pieces
that on my
apart.
Cactus Canyon. So
wait, do what on Cactus Canyon?
Okay, so on the left orbit, the opto was poking out through
that's right. I forgot.
Guide rail. And I asked on Pinside and Lloyd message, he's like, no, that shouldn't be there. You should try to bend it or adjust it. So I unscrewed it and tried to slide it over, and it wouldn't go far enough. So I just took the bracket out, puttied, like wood filled the holes, put the bracket back in, marked the spot where the optos were completely out of the guides, marked new holes, drilled it, and then put the screws in, and it's working great. Because what would happen is the ball would roll down slow, bump off that opto, and go right down the middle.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about checking that out when I played it last time.
Yeah, it's fixed.
That's nice. But yeah, it kind of sucks when you get a brand new game.
Oh, yeah, so I had the playfield up, and I'm doing this. I told my wife, she looks at me, she's like, isn't this game brand new? And I'm like, uh-huh. Why do you have to do this to a brand new game? I'm like, pinball. Hashtag pinball.
Yeah, it's the pinball life.
If it's not broken, it's not pinball.
Right, exactly. Even when it comes new, you still got to do something. No, Foo Fighter's fine. But we got to put that lane protector on.
Yep, the
tonight.
lane protector.
I do have that.
We got the footies. I got the purple ones over here.
Oh, yeah.
From Batman.
Well, I have the black ones, too, if you want to use black. But anyway.
Those are yours. You can take them home.
Okay. I'll put them back on the project in the garage.
Yeah, okay, so...
It's a good transition.
Yeah, let's talk about... Bob and I have our names over the course of just doing all this stuff.
Probably the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I mean, because you've had people come to your work and leave a note.
Yeah. I just kind of been dropping hints that we fix pinballs. We're looking for people or projects or buying or whatever it is. And a couple people are like, hey, I know this person that has been talking about them. So yeah, I got some numbers from the place that I work at. So and then
just the twin ports in general, like
what was the other way? Oh, then the lady left the note at the bar, or the guy left the note at the bar at Average Joe's.
Yep.
So I got a hold of him.
And he is an EM, right?
Yeah, he had an EM, and he wasn't super wanting to have too much done.
Oh, he just wants like the
So-
basic fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And-
It's really hard to do that. With,
Yeah. And I just told him, I'm like, go through and clean everything. Like, I just kind of gave him that update,
Yeah.
and then give me a call if you need more. And I haven't
Yeah, I
heard
gave
from
him a
him.
little-
So
Because like I have no problem giving verbal help,
No.
but if you want me to look at it, then it's like like it's gonna need.
right.
And if I go to your house, then they want you to do more and more, and it's like,
Right.
well, that's why you got to charge by the hour.
Exactly. So I think you had a local person reach out to you to get what's sitting in front of us right now, which is complete. But
Yeah.
you want to talk?
So
Talk
there's
about
a guy up here that he does a bunch of auction stuff, and in the summer he's all over the U.S. traveling, and he's been able to pick up a ton of games. He has a lot of games. They're all in different states of working, and randomly, Jesse and I, he wanted to go look at one of his
from the
games to
cities.
buy it,
Yep.
and so we went to this guy's house, and he somehow just knew me because of the Facebook page.
Yeah. I think
But like we just met, and that was a year or two ago or something.
Yep.
And then he was like, "Oh, I want you to come out and fix some stuff, but I want you to do like a bunch of games at once. Like I don't want you to come out for just 1 hour." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I get it." And then like with the little kids, oh my god, you just never have time.
Right.
And so he finally hits me back up because he has some life changes, so he needs to get some games out of a room. And he dropped off a game for us, and it's Elvin G's Pistol Poker. I remember trying it at his house, and sure enough, like it would just power cycle all the time. And I asked on the forum and got some tips, and it seems like the power supply board just has issues.
Okay.
But luckily, while it was here, I was able to adjust the potentiometer. Still worked. I was able to adjust the 5 and 12 volt, and I've had the game on for days straight, and it's working great. And then we had to do a bunch of you came over and we cleaned and waxed the playfield. We
Yep.
put all new rubbers on it.
Yep.
The weird
pretty
thing
sharp.
is like the slingshots use a rubber on the kicker,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I had to go find those.
Yeah.
But they're just post sleeves. I
Yeah.
thought they were different, but they were just post sleeves. You
Luckily.
just push over.
Luckily, because then you had some in the back pocket.
Yeah, and it's just Elvin G stuff uses all their own kind of stuff, so you hopefully doesn't like the targets. A bunch of them are cracked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
So I ended up ordering a bunch of the clear, or I should say opaque, colored targets from Zit down at the Pinball Mods or whatever his
Yep.
website is, and then I have to custom cut them because the Elvin G's are like
Like shaved on the side.
they're
like
shaved. It's like a circle
not
with
full
shaved
circle.
sides,
Yep.
and so they put them tight together too.
Yep.
And then we found in the upper playfield, one of the targets would always slowly wiggle its way over to the side and cover up the other target. So like it would hold the other target closed, or you hit one and it would do both.
Right.
And so then like I thought the game was done, and then that target thing happened. So then I'm looking at target splints, and of course Elvin G's targets are so close that you have to. So I have 3 different splints from Pinball Life and 2 from Mezzle Mods, and the Williams one fit. It just I had to cut a little bit
that's
for a screw on the backside of the switch, and that's what's currently in the game up for the upper playfield to stop that switch from moving.
Nice.
So I need to post in the Elvin G Pistol Poker thread like, here's the targets. They all fit, but the metal one from Pinball Life would require new holes to be drilled, so it moved the target kind of forward.
Yep.
I guess you could shave the back of the metal plate that stuck up, but
Yeah. Why? Put them in.
the Mezzle Mod ones
They're
were
working.
3D printed, and the big thick square one didn't fit right because it was just so big and blocky. I'd have to like cut out a corner of it, but then you lose the rigidity.
The rigidity.
Yeah, of it staying
The rigidness.
with the rigidness of staying together. So then they're prototyping this Williams one, and it worked great
Oh, there you go.
because it didn't add a bunch of width.
Right.
And then
Not what? No, it's done. It's ready to go.
yeah, now it is. But then
Yeah.
we ran into the problem of I play tested it. I thought it was fine, and all of a sudden I hit multi-ball,
Oh yeah.
and like the balls wouldn't stop draining, or they wouldn't stop shooting out. Like you would drain, and then the ball would just come in the shooter lane, and I'm like, the game's over, but the balls are still in play. I'm like, what is going on?
You're starting to turn me on with all this. Empty your balls and
And finally, I found out on the forum thread that the coil used to kick the ball from the drain to the like shooter section where they just releases balls,
right.
it shoots so hard it jumps the block.
Yeah, that's right.
And so they literally recommended, well, you can put a spring there. Did that, did not fix it.
No.
So then the next recommendation was to drop down a coil.
Yeah,
So
that's
go
right.
from an 06 to an 04.
Yeah, so you got to get a whole new
How do you get a whole new coil?
Whole
So
new-
like the game's done, and then you have to wait another week.
another week. Yep.
And then for the target splints, it was almost 2 weeks.
It's always something.
So like all of a sudden I have this game way longer than you want, but the new coil, it works great.
Yeah. And
Game's
now-
done. I'm just building the invoice out. We, try to do all the parts we used. So
Right.
that's a price breakdown in case someone has an issue.
Right.
You can show them,
This is what we did.
here's the parts, here's what you paid for parts, here's what you paid for labor.
Yep.
I don't think this guy will care much. I think he's just like,
Yeah.
give me the end price. That's fine. I'll throw the invoice in his coin box, and he has more games for us to fix.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah. So I mean, and if he's all around the U.S. in the summer, and we work out a deal, and
Let's hope so.
we can
That'd
just
be
kind
nice.
of both be turning and burning games.
Right. So
The
then,
one you have though
that one we got on the floor, like on the
on the group,
on the group.
Tanner down in the cities had gotten a message from somebody from his, like, he has his own The Pinball Scientist
Yes.
website,
That's right.
and Graham Murray was just too far.
Yeah, because that's a good 4.5, almost 5 hours from the
2.5
city.
hours from us.
Right. And then it's another 1.5 to 2 hours from us to Grand Marais.
So
So,
he posted in my little group, and then someone tagged me, and I was just like, well, we might as well hit him up and see, and
yeah.
either we buy it cheap or maybe he does want it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I gave you the number and kind of let you run with it.
Yeah, so I gave him a ring, and he said that it's old, kind of deteriorating. I mean, all the rubbers and stuff like that, he said, were pretty much gone. And so I just kind of threw out a price to him to buy it, and he just seemed like he wanted it enough to where he's like, I want to have it fixed. So I was like, okay, realistically, I'm gonna.
He kind of wanted to
He wanted to keep it. So I just kind of was like, well, realistically, it's going to cost this amount of money. And he's like, if you can keep it in that price range, I would like you guys to fix it.
And that kind of surprised us
Very much so.
because people we've talked to, when you throw out like, well, it could cost over $1,000 to shop this game out, be like, nope, not interested.
Right. Yep. They pretty much kind of nix you right then and there. But he wanted to keep it. So we set up a time. You and I both drove up there. We kind of cruised pretty quickly. I think we made it in like an hour and a half to hour and 45. And met him, a lovely older couple that gave us world's best donuts and coffee. I mean, they were awesome.
They were super friendly.
Yeah.
And
We hung out, talked for a while,
Yeah.
and then looked it over and said, "Yeah, I think we can do this. If you guys want us to take it, we'll take it." That was another big thing too. Was we didn't want to go up there and work on it there because it's 2.5 or 2 hours away, and then find out that we have all these different parts, which we were kind of assuming that more than likely
With
you
the
have to
age,
do a
yeah.
bunch of different parts. So yeah, what is it's a Bally Lost World
yep.
is the game. So 1978, I believe, is when that came out. It was dusty and dirty, and everything needed to be cleaned. I mean, the play field had a good thick.
It almost
Covering
like it
of
got
dust.
stored without the glass on.
Yeah, I think the glass was off of it for a while, probably.
And then they put it glass on and then just played it. And I was like, because you
Mm-hmm. Yep.
could wipe your finger down the play field. And I was like, holy moly.
yeah, yep. But it was in his basement for the last 20 some plus years.
Yeah.
So it wasn't sitting in a barn. It wasn't out. It wasn't rusting or anything like that. So we loaded that up quickly and cruised back, and that was probably 2 months ago now. Which
Same.
I kind of was hoping that we could get it done a little quicker, but with life changes and everything that's going on, kids, all that kind of fun stuff, it's taking a little bit
And
longer.
we had some parts we had to not reorder, but we
put through quite a few different.
had a bunch of orders because it was like playfield parts.
Yeah.
And then you would find kind of like you tore everything down pretty quick and cleaned
Yep.
it.
That was like within the first couple days. I had
Yeah.
that whole thing taken apart.
But there were some mechs and springs that needed to get replaced.
The springs, yeah. I mean, it needed everything. So we did
But then we
coil
needed board
sleeves.
kits for the cap.
That's
kits.
what it was.
And then all of a sudden we were like, oh, maybe it needs displays.
Yep.
So that was the latest thing.
Yeah. So that was the latest thing. So yeah, I got a hold of them and said, "Hey, your displays are pretty burnt up. So do you want to order more?" And he's like, I don't know where we're at for price, but I think it would look nice. So yeah, we ordered them some green displays, and
yeah.
I think it's going to look really nice with that. I think it's a dragon.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it a dragon on the back or like a dinosaur?
I sent you the link to the ones that are the cheapest Wolfpack ones.
Yep.
Where you build them yourself, but
Yeah.
it's a couple hours worth of work, but it's fun because you get if you want to come help or
Yeah.
you want to come do them,
Right.
and it's fun. You get to learn how to solder and
Yeah.
learn how to put stuff together, and it takes a little time, but it kind
It'll
of
be
feels
fun.
good that you get to build them,
Yeah.
and then you get to pick colors, and
Right.
so I think green will pop with the game because it's very yellow,
It's
purple,
very
and
yellow.
green.
Yep. Yep. It's very, very yellow. So I think the green will look really nice with
And they don't have purple because I tried to get purple for a different game.
Oh, it's like a blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that one is pretty much done. We had to do board work, like you said.
Oh my
We had to
God,
do
I
almost
forgot.
every board. We had
Yeah.
to solder, touch up every board,
So-
recaps.
At
all
first,
kinds
we
of
just said, "Oh, it's a Bally 35 kit board set, so we're gonna need
Yeah.
we'll probably need to work on the bridge rectifier board, which is
Yeah.
always usually shot." And sure enough, it was freaking burned.
It was.
So we ordered a DIY kit for that
Yep.
from Weebly or something. Like, so you just build a whole new board, and then we got cap kits for the driver board and MPU.
Yep. Yep. Cap kits for all those.
Or is it the
Oh,
sound?
no.
It was the soundboard. It was
Yep.
soundboard and the driver board.
Yep. And then NVRAM for the
MPU.
MPU.
Yeah, well then what happened was I'm working on the driver board and the potentiometer just
Oh,
falls apart.
that's right.
And then the game doesn't boot.
Nope.
And we're like, "Oh shit." Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, I broke the board.
Yeah.
I need to go buy another $200 board for this
Right.
game to work, and like we're going to be out $200.
Right. Yeah.
But sure enough, it was the capacitor. It was I had done the cap kit, and knowing the stupid pins on this game, cold solder on those really tiny Molex pins, I touched up all the pins, and sure enough, there were some cold solder cracks.
Yep.
And then we ordered a new pot from DigiKey.
Yep.
I ordered a couple extra in case this happens again.
But with potentiometers, they seem to kind of just want to not
Just
work.
freaking fall apart.
Right.
And then the NVRAM, so we can cut
Yep.
the battery off, or we did cut the battery off.
Yep.
Then what was the last thing?
Last thing was
lamp,
lamps. Yeah, they were
Oh.
flashing, and so we put the lamp kit or the LED lamp kit in, so that fixed some of the stuff.
Yeah,
So they weren't flashing like they were before, but
a couple of them were.
they were still flashing. They weren't getting all of the juice that it needed. So we pulled that board off, and we found that there were some cold solder points. So you
Oh
went
my
through.
god, a bunch of them.
Yeah,
we picked one insert that didn't work.
Yep.
And we looked on the schematics, and it was like, "Yep, pin one." I'm like, "Oh, yep, there's a freaking joint
Crack.
broke on pin one."
Yep. So yeah, that was the last thing that we looked at, and
And then we were like, "Oh, maybe we can try to fix the displays." So I brought my repin kit.
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Well, this one has burn marks,
Right.
and this one," and I was like,
let's
"We
just
might
get
as
new
well."
ones. Let's ask him if he wants new ones, and luckily he said he would, and so we'll add that to the bill. But like I said, I think once those things are done, that game should be ready to go.
I don't know what's left. I mean, well, the plastics were fine.
Yeah, plastics were fine. We did all new rubbers. We did all new
Balls and the shooter lane. No, the shooter knob, shooter assembly is all new. I remember that was really
Yep.
jacked up, like
Yep.
just nasty.
rotor-rooted some of the not rotor-rooted, but dremelled some of the
Light bulb
light bulb
sockets.
sockets because those were pretty crusty.
Grody, yeah.
So
Looking nice.
yeah,
Uh,
I
the
think
best
he's-
was we even thought like we need a before and after.
Oh yeah,
And so you took pictures before and sent them to him, and then you
Yep.
took some pictures of like the teardown.
yep.
And you're like, I don't really want to show you.
I didn't want to show him anymore because when we were there picking it up, I went upstairs to grab a tool bag, and so I was talking to the wife, and she had mentioned that it was an anniversary present. So I was like, well, now I have a sentimental value to it.
Yeah, it's kinda fun
And so
to
now
have
I'm like,
that.
this makes it a lot more fun to show them what the before was and what the after it looks like. So I didn't want to send him anything currently of everything being cleaned and the lights. I mean, I just wanted to be.
No, that's good.
I'm hoping to surprise them. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I hope that it makes them extremely happy because that's part of this whole thing too.
So are you ready to cry when we get up there?
I know I might.
I will.
I might tear up just a little bit.
I
Because she was, when I was talking to her,
Oh,
when she
wow.
mentioned that it was an anniversary present and
I'm
how
glad they didn't
excited.
sell it then.
Yeah, me too. And I think that's obviously why.
Yeah, but we're emotional guys, so I love this story. I feel like we're Chip and Joanna Gaines, flipping some crazy house.
Yeah.
With a backstory.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to get the all new displays and everything's gonna be clean. And I'm assuming it'll play like they've never played it before.
I would assume, yeah, I don't think so because they bought it off of a route. So
And
they got it.
with the playfield that dirty.
Well, I don't know if it was that dirty, but yeah, it's going to be a brand new game for them,
gonna
for
be
him. And I think, he was telling us stories about how friends come over and play it. And then he hasn't been able to do that because of all the broken rubbers on it.
And they watch these guys. These people are super super great people.
Yeah.
They mentioned that they watch like kind of do daycare for people that
Yeah.
don't have.
Yeah. From around the city, from around our town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't have a daycare that day and they'll watch their kids for them.
Right.
So
It's a small community up there. So
yep.
they seem to be a known older couple that people are comfortable leaving their kids with because
great people.
they
So
are.
they don't know us. We don't know them like much more than our meeting. And,
Yeah.
he was like, well, do we need to pay you a deposit? It was like, no way.
Yeah.
We have your game.
Yeah.
We know where you live.
We know where you live.
I'm more worried about you having us take your game.
Right. Yeah. All said and done, after meeting him, it was one of those where I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about anything because he was very much adamant that he will make sure that you get paid the right way and everything like that. So
this is going to be super awesome.
yeah, I'm really, really excited to see the look on their faces when they boot it up. And it's literally a brand new game.
Just wait, though. We'll get there and the game won't work.
Yeah. That's about how it goes. Because, fucking pinball. So, but that's what we got going on for our repair stuff right now.
Yeah. And hopefully we get, I know the person with Pistol Poker said they have an 8-ball deluxe that had the harness cut. So we might have a big old
Oh yeah, Rat's
splice
Nest.
project. But that'll be a fun one. That's just tedious. That's nothing horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I got the number from another person for potentially other projects too.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens with that. But we kind of know what those projects might
Yeah, I
be.
have some back info on those, and if they're going to be really big projects.
Right.
I don't
So-
think the owner knows.
No.
He thinks it's one of those. It's just a fuse.
Yeah, right.
It's not just a fuse.
Not on these.
When they're outdoor storaged for, I don't know, 15 years, it's more than just a fuse.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure those are the ones that we think they are, but we'll see what happens. So I guess we'll provide an update on maybe the next couple podcasts we have, if we hear from him, or if he decides to go with us to fix them up.
Yeah, and maybe we throw out numbers and maybe he does want to sell us those games, because I'd be okay with that. I would sell testicles to get...
What they are.
Yeah.
There's some good name. There's some. He's got some good games, good named games. So, but
We can wrap it up. We have a good update. The Twin Ports pinball update.
Yeah.
We have some. We can go into more detail about some other things, but we'll save that for another episode. We just want to get something out quick.
Right. I'm all hopped up on caffeine.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Buzzing.
Yeah. I just got to pee.
Same. So yeah, cool. Well, until next time.
If the ladies don't find you handsome, they'll at least find you flipper handy.
Handy? Well, good old red green. Keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your flipper finger on the flipper button.
Right.
That was dumb.
Cut that out.
No, we're leaving that one in.
It out.
We'll see you at some pump.
All righty.